the non-earner benefit and the income replacement benefit for your car accident case in Ontario. Let's talk about it. So first, let's start with the non-earner benefit. Who gets a non-earner benefit and what is that all about? So I'll try to make this as simple as possible. The non-earner benefit, generally speaking, goes to people who are students, for example, or retired people, or just generally people who are unemployed at the time of the accident. So that's where you have to be over 18 years old. You cannot receive the non-earner benefit. It is not payable until you are 18 years old. There is a 4-week waiting period, and you can only get it, since the most recent changes to the SABs, you can only get it for a period of up to 2 years. So a 4-week waiting period, and you can only get it for 2 years. The amount payable is $185. It does not change. Okay, so that is the non-earner benefit for students, retired people, unemployed people. And the test, obviously the most important part, is a complete inability to carry on a normal life. That is the legal test under the SABs. So if you meet that disability test, it starts with an OCF3, then you will receive that non-earner benefit, okay? $185. So now let's shift over to the income replacement benefit. That, unless you have optional benefits, the calculation is 70% of your gross income up to a maximum of $400 a week, okay? Unless you have optional benefits. What is the disability test? For the first 2 years, there's a 1-week waiting period, and for the first 2 years, it's a substantial inability to perform the essential tasks of your employment. That is the legal test under the SABs. After 2 years, it turns into a complete inability, from a substantial to a complete, so a higher test, a complete inability to perform the essential tasks of any employment. So before 2 years, it was your employment. Then it's any employment after 2 years by way of education, by your education, training, and experience. So that is the major difference between the non-earner benefit and the income replacement benefit. So for the income replacement benefit, 70% of your, unless you have optional benefits, 70% of your gross income up to a maximum of $400 a week. I know it's not a lot of money, but it is more than the non-earner benefit, which is $185 a week. So hopefully that's helpful for you. I tried to make that as simple as possible. It does all start with the OCF3, OCF 1, 2, and 3 if you're looking for the income replacement benefit. And so that will trigger the income replacement benefit. It is not payable until that OCF3 is in, though. So please get that OCF3. What else can I tell you guys?